Hey, this is WebDude 1977 here, back in the Oasis once again, of course, and yeah, as always, we're gonna see if we can get some people in here and get a conversation going. See if we can get a good stream out of this. Answer a few messages here. But yeah, I was gonna do a stream yesterday, but I'll get into that as soon as some people get in here to talk to. But yeah, I was gonna do a stream yesterday. So, but like I said, I'll save that story for when someone comes in. But anyway, don't think there's anything really to show. Hey, Steph, how's it going? Glad you could stop in. But anyway, now that people are showing up, I'll probably repeat this. Just because a lot of people aren't, there's not a lot of people in here right now. But I was going to do a stream yesterday. Hey, Mr. Iron Cobra Commander. Hi here. But anyway, was going to start a stream yesterday. Buddy of mine, Mr. transaaron 38, also known as Smokescreen 38 here on YouTube. Check him out. Subscribe. Oh, that's good. That's always a good thing, right? But yeah, we was gonna stream. I just got a Elden Ring back. I'm pretty sure I did an unboxing of that at one point. I'm pretty sure I uploaded the video. I'll have to go back in and see. But my my plan was to get Aaron going on the game, which we did succeed with that. But I was just kind of there for moral support. I actually took the controls a few times and helped him out. But our plan was, or at least my plan was, I hooked him up to the big TV here, and I was going to hook my PlayStation 5 up to my monitor, the monitor that I currently have on my PC right now. But there was one major flaw with that, of course, and that is neither one of my monitors in here will support my PlayStation 5. So that's a bummer. So we can't be doing that. So anyway, so I guess my next plan is to start saving up, find a monitor that will work. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to find a monitor that will work. What I'll probably end up doing is just buying a little TV from like a Walmart or something. They're pretty inexpensive nowadays, especially if I buy one used. I don't know if I want to buy one used, but yeah, there's that too. But what I'll probably do is just buy a little 19-inch monitor, 20-inch, 25-inch, whatever I can afford. I can't afford anything right now, obviously, but I'll start saving up and go from there. And then I'll be able to do that. But yeah, it was kind of a bummer. We found out. Aaron kind of felt a little bit. He was a little bit upset that I couldn't play, and I was like, dude, it's like the reason we were doing it anyways, to get him leveled up and get him, on his way to playing the game and stuff. So that was our major goal. So it didn't really bum me out too much. It was a little bit of a bummer. I don't know which was worse though, the fact that finding out or not being able to play it, helping him out, which was a bummer because I like, how I like helping people out, especially on games and stuff that I'm good at or something that I'm at the highest level on there. So it's like I could have really helped him out with a lot of stuff. Still can, but we got to do it, at each other's houses, of course. But I think I was maybe not equally as upset, but also bummed out about the monitors not working. I'm not sure why they don't work. I haven't figured that one out yet because I realized that, my computer is 1080p, more than likely. It's not 4K. And that the PlayStation 5 is 4K. But the PlayStation 5 can also display in 1080p. So therefore, I don't know why it didn't work, but it just didn't work. But, hold on. Got another message here. Some things are trial and error, and unfortunately you find out. Yeah. We got one for Piper not long ago, and I can't remember how much it was, like $80 or something. So I don't have to save up too much. I mean, it may as well be $800 right now because I really don't have it. But I'm going to start saving up here, and yeah. The problem is, it's not hard for me to save up, but what the difficult part is when I start getting a little bit of money in my pocket, then I start thinking of all the different things that I could get for the. First of all, I think of people that I can help with that money. Fortunately and unfortunately, because that's the way I am, and I end up giving them the money or buying whatever it is they need. Last time it was Piper. Of course, she's my daughter, so I mean, I should provide for her, but it was something she wanted, not needed. But the last little bit of money I had, I spent on her. But I mean, that's how it goes. That's what you do for family. But for your kids, especially kids. I mean, their family. But you know what I mean. It's what you do for your kids. You know what I mean. And you want them to have stuff that they enjoy, you know what I mean? So I don't regret it by any means, but at the same time, I got to start all over again. But anyway, and aside from that, when you start saving up, then you think of like, okay, I need to save up $80, $80-$90 or so to get this to get this little, this TV. Then I started to think of things that I could use more, that are less money, and I could save money by buying something cheaper. And then I end up spending that money, and then I got to start all over again. So, but we'll get through it. I'm going to check Facebook Marketplace. I actually did find the perfect TV in McConnellsburg, but then, of course, they sold it. So, wasn't quick enough, but... Yeah, exactly. That's the way it goes. Went through. I think I only had like $15 on me, but I mean that was $15 less I would have had to have saved. But Piper saw that a Hello Kitty, one of those little not squishmallow. It's like a pillow kind of deal. It's one of them little pillow things. But anyway, she wanted it. She was bummed out she couldn't get it, and long story short, I bought it for her. So, but like I said, I don't regret it because I know it's something that she wanted. Did she need it? No, but look around. This room is full of things I don't need. I mean, technically, for any kind of mental status, I need it, but I don't need it to survive per se. I can't eat anything in here. Well, I mean, aside from some snacks that I have in here, obviously, but we all buy things that we don't necessarily need because they're creature comforts and with stuff that we, aside from family and friends that make life, things that make life worth living, And I know items are items at the end of the day, and family and friends are obviously more important than that, but we also need, stuff too. I mean, we also need, stuff that doesn't necessarily matter to other people but us. So, I mean, that's just the way it is. It's just the way collecting is, But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. Like I said, it's not a huge bummer because I can play the game with my friends when they're at their respective houses. So that's cool, but I just thought it would be cool to have them in here, and then I could, I could be sitting right beside him playing the same game, and I could say, you need to go, need to go here and that, you know what I mean? So, but we'll see how it goes. I may just buy a used one. I'm thinking of buying a used one online, if I find one, which is, the most difficult part is finding one. All of us have been through it. We go to, we look online and we like Facebook Marketplace, and we're like, they're either A, close and too expensive, or they're B, and they're something we can afford, but they're 2 or 3 hours away. And we may or may not feel like driving that far, and then on top of that, if it's 3 hours away, is it still cheap? Because then you got to pay, then you got to think of spending gas money. Gas isn't cheap. It's coming down a little bit, but you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, there's a lot of things happen when you go to look for stuff. Or is it still available? It might not be available anymore. Sometimes I've had, it's been decently close, and I've had the money to buy it, and it was available as far as I knew it was available, but the person just never got back to me. Like they must not have wanted to sell it, or they've already sold it, and they just stopped answering the messages, which is really stupid because all they have to do is just delete the post, and then nobody will message about it, So, but such is the way of things. Life sometimes isn't fair, and you just gotta suck it up. Suck it up, Buttercup. But yeah, we had an awesome time anyway. Got him up to like a level 88, so all's good with that. So I think he's really enjoying the game. So now we'll have 3 people because we can only spawn 3 people in, and then the other one has to be an invader. So you can only have up to 3 players at a time. You can have 4, but the 4th one has to be an invader, which is kind of stupid, but whatever. It's kind of stupid. You got to summon them in anyway. The new game, apparently, you're going to be able to play multiplayer with that without summoning anybody, which it's going to take me a while to get that because it's going to be another like $50-$60. So, but that's just the way it goes, That's the way it happens. But anyway, hope everybody that's watching currently and anybody that watches this later on obviously is doing well. For the most part, I'm doing well on everything that matters, obviously. But still got to find a spot for some games, but I don't mind having those problems, having too many games and not knowing where to put them exactly right now. That's not a issue for me. But everything's going well here. I may or may not do an Elden Ring stream tonight. If I don't do it tonight, I may do one tomorrow, midday or something like that. Stream for a couple hours. It's probably more probable that I'll do that because after this stream, I probably won't feel like staying up very late. I stood up till, I didn't go to bed last night. I went to bed today at 6 o'clock in the morning. So, not to say it wasn't fun, it wasn't worth it. Just saying. But, yeah. So I'll probably go to bed after this stream and get up about 7 something, 6, 7, whatever. Because I like to get up, obviously I don't get up as early as I would if I was going to work. But I still get up, rather early. And don't like to sleep my day away, especially my last day off. So, I try to get the most out of my day, out of my weekend. Try to get the most out of my weekend as possible, just because, that's, try to spend as much time as I can with the kids. Try to spend some time out here. Try to spend time with other family or friends or whatever, if at all possible. And yeah. I got a 10. Ugh, that don't sound good at all. Okay, I have a message to answer. One real quick, I think. But yeah, anybody that possibly be available tomorrow, or maybe, I don't know, noon or so, I'll be looking out, be watching, because notifications are junk and they don't work anymore. At least not for us peasants that don't have 1 million subscribers. I'm maybe doing an Elden Ring stream tomorrow, so trying to get some more levels up for Mr. Transaaron 38, because like I said, I don't need to level up, but I still need to beat the game. I still haven't beaten the game yet, because I tend to jump off of games onto other games, and you know how that goes. I tend to jump back and forth between games, and then of course my other copy of Elden Ring burned up. So, and I have to get more fabric to make. Where's another link? Her and dog. She was. Her aunt's dog. Tore up her hat. That sucks. Hey, Mr. Transaaron 38, how's it going, brother? But yeah, I was just telling him how you felt bad. You shouldn't have felt bad, brother. But I was telling him how you felt bad about me and not being able to jump on the game yesterday. Hell yeah, yeah. You should check out them. Hopefully, he'll do like this stupid crap. 1 second. Oh, okay, it's not gonna screw with me too much. All right. Hopefully, he'll do some sort of video on your YouTube channel or something, brother. Show them off. I could show on stream if you want me to. The top ones, that you sent me. If you want me to do that, but yeah, what he's referring to is well, you know how they have a PS5 has top and bottom covers. I popped all these covers off for him, and I think you showed me the top covers, didn't you? I can't remember. It looked like the top covers that you showed me. And I popped all the covers off for him, and he got them painted up. Well, he at least got the ones painted up. Did you get the red ones done? Okay, let's see. I have to dim the screen down here so you can. Okay, yeah, they're definitely the tops. We dim the screen all the way down, so will be visible. Here's the top covers. The Transaaron 38 painted for his PS5. Look pretty badass. But yeah. I do believe that Kevin's getting on tonight, though, brother. You might want to hit him up. You can still run with him tonight. I'll probably end up passing out after the stream. I might try passing out before the stream's over, like I normally do. I do have some caffeine though, so I should be able to stay up long enough to do my stream. But I'll probably do one midday tomorrow, 12 o'clock or so, and like live stream it. That'd be cool. Have all of us talking on it. I think that'd be pretty awesome. I'll try to watch my F-bombs, even though I'm 18 plus on my channel. I'm still gonna try to watch my F-bombs. I watched a couple of those videos that we done with Christoph, and I dropped the F-bomb like more times than I care to count. But anyway, let me catch caught up here. I was working on my PS5 cover, I'm sure. Yeah, and the red one. The red one's tacky still. But decals are coming this weekend. Hell yeah. Red one is before taking the blue tape. Oh, okay. Oh no, I'm tired too. You got plenty of stuff. Yeah, the funny thing was that they don't have soda in the house, so I give Gregory one of the colas and Piper one of the Sprites. And I asked him if he wanted pizza Hut pizza, and Greg's like, "Oh, what?" So I gave him a few breadsticks, and a couple slices of pizza, and then I gave Piper the rest of the breadsticks. They took him down pretty quick, and I ate a couple slices of pizza. So yeah, appreciate that too, brother. Show the red ones. Let's see. I mean the one before you took the paint off, or before you took the tape off, or? There's the red one there, but he still has the tape on there, so he said it's still a little tacky, so. But yeah, they look awesome, brother. I've actually been thinking about doing mine, but it's like the time to do the stuff is. Yeah. But yeah, I definitely thought about doing mine, but I just haven't got around to it yet. But definitely want to have mine a lot of blue in it, like I had my other one. Obviously, since blue is my favorite color, but. Oh, okay, so it'll match the tops. Yeah, okay. I see what you're saying. Did you put them together? Like, did you set them, like, close together? And when you tape them off so they actually match up when you put them together? That'd be cool, too. That might be what I do, but I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. What would be cool, though, brother, is to, like, to have, like, 4 different genres. Like, say, for instance, 4 different things that you like. So, like, Ghostbusters, Transformers, you know what I mean? Like, for you, it would be like Ghostbusters, Transformers, Gundam, and G.I. Joe. I mean, I know you already did yours, but I'm saying just for an example. And then do all 4 panels in 4 different genres, you know what I mean? 4 different subject matters. That'd be kind of cool. Something like that. That's probably not what I'll do, but I'll probably just paint a pattern on there and get some decals or something. Sometimes, yeah, that's true. Sometimes it is. That's for sure. I mean, they look awesome, and I'm sure the red ones, once you peel the paint, paint, it wouldn't look good if you peel the paint off. Once you peel the tape off, I'm sure they're just gonna look just cool for sure. But I definitely want to do something like that to mine. What would really be awesome is to like have like a freaking tie-dye pattern. That would be neat as shit. I don't know how you would do that. Like, that would probably be more difficult than than tie dyeing your freaking t-shirt. more than likely, anyways. But yeah. Oh, gotta wake up a little bit. But yeah, like I said, I've been thinking about doing mine. Just getting the time to do shit. It seems to not be a luxury I have, especially with a couple kids. You know what I mean? I try to, like I said, I try to spend as much time with them as I can, and they're getting older now, so which means they're more independent, which means they don't mind spending time with me, but they also like their alone time to, play on their computer or watch TV. Or Piper likes to make little hand puppets out of paper. They're neat as shit looking. I have to do a stream and show her, or show off her. She's a pretty artistic kid, that's for sure. With those little hand puppets out of paper. She did like Sonic and Shadow, and it pretty cool. Definitely awesome. I'll have to, like I said, she wants to be on one of my streams here coming up soon anyway, but I'll have to get her on here and show everybody. I'll probably use the big light so you can see the stuff better, but which means it'll have lines in it and crap, but yeah. That's definitely something that, she likes doing. I try to get her to let me know when she needs supplies to do it with, because she tends to not ask sometimes, and she takes Sandy's tape, and Sandy gets a little pissed off at her because she takes tape that's needed for something else, and she doesn't know, unless she asks. And I was like, just ask, if I'll find something you can use, it's not like we have unlimited resources at the house, but we tend to find things we need when we need them, especially stuff to make projects and stuff. Out here, not so much. Wood's expensive. Still about making another shelf over here. Couple shelves, really. But wood's expensive, so wood and bracket. Well, the brackets are pretty cheap, but the wood to make the shelf is pretty pricey. So it's like between that one right here, that little piece right here, and the rest of it, that was like a $25 board. It's like another $16 in brackets, or $10 in brackets, $10 to $16 in brackets for that one shelf. So it's kind of, it gets pretty pricey, but it's worth it to put stuff up. But anyway, yeah, it seems like there's always projects I want to do around here, especially now that, I started over, and that's another thing. That's another thing that makes it hard when you're trying to save up money to buy, say, like a monitor like I want to buy. Well, I'm probably not going to, like I said, I'm not going to probably buy a monitor. I'm probably just going to go ahead and buy like a small TV, because I know that a small TV will allow the PlayStation 5 to be hooked to it, even if it's a 720p. It doesn't matter to me, I know that rhymed, and I wasn't trying to make a Dr. Seuss rhyme there, but anyway. But another thing that makes it difficult is especially starting over, you need so many things that you get a little money together, and then you be like, oh man, I could finish this project for $20, and then before you know it, your money's gone, and you got to start all over again, which isn't a terrible thing, but it's the way it works. All right, and next time you stop in, ask Jeff what he's got hoarded in the shed. There's a bottle of wood and stuff. I appreciate that. I don't want to be a pain in the ass. I know wood's expensive. I don't want to, and it would be free. Can't be. No, you can't beat that. I just, you know how I am. I don't typically ask for help. I try to help people as much as I can, but I rarely ever ask for help. Almost never. But hey, Nuggets, how's it going, brother? Hope you're doing well. Glad you could stop in. I'm doing good. Hope you're doing the same. Guns, how's it going, man? Appreciate you stopping in as well. I appreciate that. I appreciate that message, brother. That's why I do this. It's not for the money, that's for sure. Because I don't get any. Not, for doing this any at least. And I probably never will. I'm very, very high percentage of never making money from YouTube. But number one, I already got a day job. Number two, I'll probably starve to death. But trying to make money off. But I'd just do it for fun. I like doing it for, Yeah, I know how that is. I had a piece of plywood. I thought I was doing something. Got a piece of plywood. I was going to fix the porch with it because it's got a rotted piece of plywood. Well, of course, the piece of plywood I got, it's not big enough. And it's also not big enough to make my shelf back here. But anyway. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But yeah. Now that there's some other people in here, just want to let everybody know I may or may not be doing a stream tomorrow, maybe noon, something like that, Eastern Standard Time, noon Eastern Standard Time. That's important information. Doing like I was going to say Call of Duty, but no. A Elden Ring. There we go. My brain's not working too well right now. Not that it works great any other time, but it's just not working as good this time. But anyway, I'm going to be doing an Elden Ring stream for sure in the near future. But it may be tomorrow around noontime, possibly. If I get a chance to. And it may or may not be with some friends. We'll see how that goes. I was going to do it tonight, but I wanted to do a live stream, which I guess that would be a live stream. You know what I mean? I want to do a stream like this, even though I'm sure a lot of you might get bored of my rambling. But anyway, I think we have a lot of good conversations on here, and I love doing it. I do want to get set up for retro gaming now. It's a little difficult to do that because I got to do regular media the way I'm doing it. I don't want to do emulation. I have emulation stuff, but I have. Don't know if I ever did a video on this, but I have Raspberry Pi 3B. It's got the screen on there, and I have Super Console X. Both of them are great, obviously, but I don't want to do them on that. I want to do them on. I want to do actual hardware this time, just because people get a little pissy and like to not mind their own business. I'm sure some people exactly like I'm talking about right now, and like to turn people in like jackasses that are just trying to you know, do something fun and let people watch you do something fun and talk about doing stuff fun. But anyway, let me. No, let me know if you do at work, but I'll watch it. Okay, yeah, definitely. I'll definitely give you a heads up, send you a message out, for sure. But basically for the sole purpose of leveling up Aaron again, obviously. But I'll definitely have some fun with it as well. Killing stuff. When I guess it'd be better off it'd be better off for me to, it's normally better off to spawn him into our world so he can get runes, because we're at a higher level, obviously. So if you go into the other person's world, you won't be as high a level, you won't be as strong. So oh yeah, definitely. They have when I think of, and you're gonna laugh at this, I know you know what I'm talking about, Steph, but I don't know how old everyone else is in the stream. If Robbie's in here, he'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But when I think of the way people act, a lot of people act, I think of Ares from Hercules: The Legendary Journeys, where he just tries to calls. I don't even know if that's a real sentence. He tries to cause conflict. There we go. He tries to cause conflict. In his case, you know, death and destruction. Which, I mean, some people do that, but on a smaller, you know, on a much less destructive note, they still like to cause drama between people. They like to see people fight and people call each other names, like we're back in grade school and stuff like that. You know, that sort of immature shit that pisses people off. They just like to see that stuff. Kind of like the trolls when they come into channels and they're like saying crazy, stupid crap, and they're just looking for a reaction. If you don't give them a reaction, the reaction that they're looking for, then they just go away. It's kind of like a bully in school. You know, the first time you punch them in the nose and make it bleed, they'll leave you alone. You know. Now, if there's any small kids watching this, which there shouldn't be, but if there's any small kids watching this, don't take that advice. Don't just punch them in the nose, you know. I mean, unless you have no other choice, obviously. But I like to say that's the way I was in school, but it wasn't. I was not a bad kid in school. I mean, sure, I made mistakes. We all do. I still do, obviously. But never really got in conflicts much. A couple times, but you know, I handled it mostly with words. One of which I didn't handle with words. I handled it with my fist, but it's not something I'm proud of. Not something I should be proud of, because nothing ever gets solved by violence. I mean, it really doesn't. It's just unnecessary. But anyway, yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. You got those LOLs and those laughing faces. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And then Hercules ruins it for him, and he just stands there all pissy and moany like he's a grade school kid. You know, probably more so. If they come in here. Yeah, exactly. I gotta make some more administrators. I think I need to make Robbie an administrator. I think Robbie is an administrator, but he's on a different username. He's got a different username now. So, hi here, welcome back, Mr. transaaron38. You got any blue bags or parade videos to put up? But I did find that video. I sent you that video, didn't I, Aaron? The childish trying to take the Voltron from you. I think it was that Voltron. No, it wasn't that Voltron. It was a newer Voltron. But he was trying to take the Voltron from you, and the blue bag was all in the same, like a 6-hour stream. Yeah, it was pretty fucking funny. I need to watch the whole stream, but you know how that is, 6 hours. Like that's why I normally don't do 6-hour streams anymore, unless I have guests over and we're doing like giveaways and stuff. Trust me, I want to do a giveaway, people. Subscribe. Of course, everybody that's, watching right now is already subscribed, so this doesn't help. But 800 subscribers are going to be doing another giveaway. It's going to be a while, although I am going up a little bit, so I mean, it's... But I don't do this for subscribers, really. Don't get me wrong, I really appreciate it. And I really love doing giveaways. It's just something I love doing, giving back to people that support you. I fully support that, 120%. But to me, it's quality, not quantity, And everybody in this stream right now is definitely quality to the highest extent. So I really appreciate everything. I really do. Not necessarily not necessarily able to express my gratitude a lot of times. I don't know if it's the autism spectrum in play, because I know I'm on the spectrum. I'm not diagnosed, but I see my son struggle with things and know that's, doctors are saying, that's the autism spectrum, that the stuff he's doing, and I do the same thing even today. I probably was worse at it when I was young, but it's still there. It's never going to go away. It's not like, an illness that you can fix with medicine. It just doesn't work that way, and it takes years and years to adapt and to learn yourself, and things that you can try to do, like for instance, I have a really hard time telling people no. I really do. And sometimes when someone asks a question and I have to answer with a no, I can't do it. And that person sometimes gets pissed at me because they think I'm ignoring them when I'm really not ignoring them. I just cannot respond because my response is no. And I don't know what it is, but I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure it has something to do with the autism spectrum. It's just the way it works. I'm not sure why, but it just, if I knew why, I could probably control it better. But hey, Mr. Christoph, hi brother. I'm glad you got I was hoping you'd get my message. Didn't know if you'd be available. Wasn't going to be upset. I mean, I was maybe upset if you didn't stop in, but not upset with you. Just upset with the fact that you weren't able to come in, but mostly because I knew how upset you get, but when you're not able to stop in. But don't worry about that, brother. You're a good brother. And, yeah, regardless if you come in there and watch me or not. But yeah, you can always watch it later. It's much more fun to come in, while I'm streaming, of course. But, like I said, there's a lot of things in life more important than coming into my streams. But anyway, now I'll read your message. Have you seen what I look like in the morning? Poor quiet. No, Chris, you're alright. You'd be alright. Got any blue bags? No, actually, I don't think I do have any blue bags in here. Try to stray away from them. I got some yellow ones and some gray ones. Some red ones, maybe. But don't think I have any blue ones. Although I think I do have one somewhere. Just for old time's sakes, you know what I'm saying? But you don't like disappointing people. Think that by telling them no, they will be. Exactly, yeah. I don't like disappointing people. I don't like telling people no. Now I can tell my kids no in a freaking heartbeat. I don't know why I just sugarcoat that. I could tell them no in a fucking heartbeat. How's that? Just because, you know, they're my kids, you know what I mean? But, like, friends and family, if a lot of times, you know, even if it's something simple, it could be just something so simple that a caveman can do it, but I can't. You know, it's just the way it is. I don't know why. And all my friends and all my closest, all my family and all my friends, all my closest friends and family, whatever you want to call it, they know this, and they cope with it, and that's part of why they're my friends, you know, and you know, they wouldn't be much, they wouldn't be very good family or friends if they couldn't. So I really appreciate that as well. So it just shows how good a family and friends they are. They might not understand it how I don't understand it, so I don't expect anyone else to. But they deal with it. Might piss them off once in a while, but who doesn't? You know, that's the way it works. Was suffering from face. I was suffering from my face left. I ate a scoop of spaghetti. Spaghetti and a cookie, huh? That's a hell of a combination. It works, though, don't get me wrong. I ate pasta. Mamma mia! But, yeah, I was watching that. I don't know if I actually said it on stream or not, but you know the Mario movie, obviously. It's me, Mario. But yeah, I don't know if everybody in the stream knows it, but Dr. Mario, right, is not Mario. I know that's, I mean, he is Mario. Just like my dad's a Beachley, I'm a Beachley. My son's a Beachley. Because their last name's Mario. But it's not the same Mario. You know, like the one, woohoo! You know, that hits shit with his fists and gets bigger and smaller and fireballs and shit. He's actually a completely different Mario. He's a third brother, apparently. I don't know if everybody knows this or not, but yeah. I mean, I didn't know it because, you know, I would say Dr. Mario's not that old, but he is pretty old because it's on Nintendo, so. Good, I hate Dr. Mario. Just another Tetris game, you know what I'm saying? Or there's like a Yoshi game that's like that too. Yep, it is. Now, Dr. Mario, I'm not sure about Dr. Mario. I'm not sure what his meant, but you got Mario and Luigi Mario. And then you got Dr. Mario, which obviously they're paying their respects to the fact that he's a doctor. And they're saying Dr. Mario. But I'm not sure what Dr. Mario's actual first name is, if he even has one. I'm not sure. But I don't know if they thought that far through, but yeah. Yeah, that's probably about what you'd get too. But I don't know if you know this or not either. I didn't know it. So, I mean, I'm not saying, you know, I know everything. So, if I didn't know it, you guys sure held it. You know what I mean? Nothing like that, obviously, but you might not. But if you go into Walmart's site, you can actually buy some retro stuff. I did not know that. Like, it's crazy. Nintendo 64s and stuff. Like, really? Like, I didn't know that. But anyway, check it out. But I'm sure you can buy it a lot cheaper at a Cartridges Galore or whatever retro game store might be near you. But, yeah. I did not know that. It's weird. Anyway, chats are going haywire here. Let me try to catch up. So, is his name really Mario? Oh, okay, yeah, not Mario. Oh, yeah, Chris. Get that. Dr. Mario is the breadwinner of the family. Got a watermelon bikini. Yeah, you better save for that watermelon bikini. I can Photoshop it easily, though. Don't want to have to, though. And if you do that, Chris, I mean, I love you, brother, like a brother, but you don't need to send me those pictures. So you can just skip me when you're, like, sending those pictures. No offense or anything, but Just saying. You're a good-looking guy, but I don't want to see you like that. That's all right. Send it to the ladies. They'll appreciate it more. But anyway, but yeah, they were going through that whole Mario thing, and they said that you're bringing your brother down. And when you think about it, just think about it for a minute. He's saying you're taking your brother down with you, like his reputation, because you're a plumber. Well, think about it. He's not talking about Luigi, because Luigi's a plumber too. You know what I'm saying? So he's in that same boat. So the only person they could be talking about is Dr. Mario, right? Because he's a doctor, and this guy's a plumber. These guys are plumbers. In my heart of hearts, in my mind, there's nothing wrong with a plumber. There's not degrading anything. But to his family, his brother's a doctor, their brother's a doctor, and they're just plumbers. So that's what they're kind of referring. It's what he's referring to. It's pretty weird. It gets pretty deep in that. And if you Google if Dr. Mario's the same Mario, it'll tell you no, which is weird. But yeah, I don't know at which point they actually decided that or not. But I better use Nair for bikini. Yeah, you might want to do that, Chris. You could just do brush work. You could just do Photoshop later. Yeah, you don't want any. And also, if you look at it, I'm pretty sure that Mario and Luigi, specifically Mario, because we're talking about Mario, I'm pretty sure he's got black hair, and I'm pretty sure Dr. Mario has brown hair. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but I'm pretty sure that Dr. Mario has brown hair. You might want to look that up, but yeah. Plumbers make good bank. Yeah, they do. You're right. Plumbers do make good bank. Yeah, for sure. Electrician. Part of me wishes I would have just become an electrician because I could have, but a lot of people know this already. Some people might not, but I did 3 years of VOTech, which actually, in order to become an electrician, you need 3 years of apprentice to become an electrician. I actually have a certificate, which I have no clue where it is anymore. I could probably get another one from the school, but unless I pursue it, there's no need. That would actually knock a year of apprentice off of that. So I would only have to go for 2 years to become an electrician. But the thing is, I live in the boondocks. There's somebody living in Alaska or Hawaii or I don't know, somewhere in the frickin' middle of nowhere that would say, "Oh, you're not off. You're not that far off." But to go anywhere to be an electrician, I'd have to be on the road all the time, and I just that's not the life for me. I mean, if I was not married and had no kids, then yeah, I probably would have. But it's just not worth the extra money to me to be away from my kids because, like I've told people before, you can't go back and watch your kids grow up again. It just doesn't. You can't jump in this freaking DeLorean and get up to 88 miles an hour and go back and watch your kids grow up again. It just doesn't work that way. Once they're grown, they're grown, and there's all that time gone, and they're worth way more than any money I can make. So just saying. Just saying. My uncle is a retired electrician for the city. Good pay. Good benefit. Great benefits. Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. The one good thing is I will probably never call an electrician. Never. Which I did get advice from an electrician for specific breakers because I had no idea there was so many different types of breakers, like 4 different types of breakers. When I was doing it, it was one type of breaker. You know what I mean? So it's kind of, It was kind of contradicting because he was like, well, all the breakers are the same. I'm like, no. And then he comes and said, well, there's like three or four types. I'm like, well, that means not all of them are the same, pal. Because if I have a breaker that doesn't fit in my box, then it's probably not the right one, which would indicate there's at least 2 types of breakers. You know, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out, but great hour, but for what? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can make all the money in the world, but number one, if you're always working, you're never gonna be able to spend that money, and if you do spend that money, you're not gonna be able to enjoy what that money's buying. And number 3, when you die, you can't take it with you. I mean, you can't. Now, am I gonna look at you? I can't look at you, but you know, if you're looking at the screen, it looks like I'm looking at you. Right? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd like to be rich, but not necessarily for the purposes that other people would like to be rich. I'd like to be rich. Don't get me wrong. I'd be helping my family and helping myself out too. But I'd be helping my family and my friends. You know, I'd be helping everybody that I can help. You know, with that money. That would be nice. But money can't buy everything. But at the same time, I'd love to help people like that. But just I can't. You know, obviously. But would I love to be filthy rich? Yeah, just for that reason, you know. And not only that, but to quit my job, you know, and just stay home. Not sit on my ass, no, but be there with my family, do things around the house, go on trips that people that your kids are gonna remember, you know. Give them memories, like I have memories, you know, of, you know, doing different things. You know, give them, you know, what I never had, which would be a lot because I'm not one of them people that's like, oh, my childhood sucked. My childhood sucked, and no, it didn't. I can't complain about that at all because my childhood was great. Every minute of it that I can remember. I mean, yeah, there's some parts where I might have cussed at my mom and not thought about it and got my ass beat, but you know, for the most part, they were good. You know. But it could have been better. And, you know, it can always be better, I guess. Let's see. Braun Breaker. Filthy rich. Sounds good there. Yeah. Oh, if I get filthy rich, you'll know, brother, because I'll be up here in a freaking heartbeat. I said it again, didn't I? A fucking heartbeat. How's that? I'd be up there in a heartbeat. For sure. I would just buy a house up there and just go up there every couple, you know, every you know, week out of the month or something. And, yeah. Or I could just buy you a house down here and you come down here and live. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, Chris, want a house? I'll just buy you one. And the only stipulation is you got to move. How big's the house? How big you want the house? What kind of vehicle you want? Every time I see someone I want to buy, I think, is that worth dragging my ass to work to get it? Yeah, and that's another thing. It's like you get money, and I have occasionally gotten money, and I can't say like, you know, I got $10,000 to spend on. No. But I wish I had $10,000. I'd buy a car. But anyway, I've had, you know, I've been on one side of it. Like, okay, so I have, I don't have much money to buy stuff. I have money to buy what I need, but not what I want, which is good. You know, then the other way around, like buy stuff you don't, stuff you want, and then not have stuff you need. But then I've been on the other side where I'm obviously not filthy rich, but I've had plenty of money to to get something that I want, and I end up sometimes not getting it just because I think long and hard, do I need this? You know, and a lot of times the answer is no, I don't. You know, unless someone else can benefit from it, or in the form of buying them something, getting them something, or a video game that I can play and have fun with another person, then, you know, it's complicated. I'll have money and I'll go into Walmart and I'll be like, there's plenty of things that I like, that I want to have, but I don't buy them because can I justify spending that money to get it? When, you know, I might need to buy shoes for my kids or food, you know, even though they have great shoes and plenty of food, still it just goes through your mind, you know what I mean? It's a natural instinct for people that aren't filthy rich to, maybe I should save some money for a rainy day, you know? Doesn't always work that way, but I try like hell. A for effort, but maybe an F for, you know, for effectiveness. I don't know. Watermelon bikinis and pasta for all. There you go. I'll take 1989 Batmobile. Do you know what that, Chris? Batman, Michael Keaton's Batman. I'm sure that's what you're talking about. 1989. Do you know what car they used to make the Batmobile? See if you know. See if you know. Without Googling it now. Don't Google it. Don't do that. See if you can guess. Watermelon bikini and pasta and awesome bed and breakfast. There you go. I'll take a 1980s square body. There you go, GMC. Yeah, there you go. Sounds like a... Sure wasn't a Tesla. Yeah, you got that right. It was a 1967 Impala. Basically, Baby from Supernatural. That's what they used. It's kind of strange. Kind of sad in a way, too, because they ruined a perfectly good car. That's the car I want. 1967 Impala. And they ruined a car to make the Batmobile. But, I mean, it's a badass looking car, don't get me wrong, but... Ford Taurus. There's nothing wrong with Ford Taurus, but yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean, that would have been better because it's not worth as much. Let's face it, they could have made it out of any car, really. Like, why chop up a frickin' 67 Impala? Unless the body wasn't that great to start with, but that would make sense, but... The Chevy, yeah, the Chevy Chase. Chevy Chase. At 16 setting in the truck of Uncle Buzz's 1968 Impala. Yeah, that would be awesome to find that, for sure. I don't even know who I would ask anymore to Uncle Buzz, but of course he's not with us anymore, and Mom obviously isn't with us anymore. So yeah, that's a tough one. Definitely. I mean, Sis or Alice or Tank maybe might have something. Maybe. They might not have that picture, but they might have something, a picture we've never seen. That'd be cool, but I don't know. I don't know if it's possible, but, I mean, I guess it is, but... feeding. But yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. There's obviously going back to that monitor and stuff. There's obviously a lot of stuff that I could buy for the game room, but it's just, can I justify spending that money? If I find a cheap TV, definitely. But it can't be that big of a TV. So 25-inch, it has to be a flat screen to hook the computer to. That's probably top. That's probably as big as I can go. So if anybody finds a nice used one that's somewhere close to me and it's pretty reasonable, make sure to send me a message. I'd appreciate it. If it's somewhere I can drive and it's cheap that I can afford, that's always fun. That's always a good thing. That's kind of where I'm at. That's probably the next thing I want to get. So, like I said, if anybody sees one cheap, send me a message. I look at Facebook Messenger all the time, and like I said, it's a lot of them. There's a lot of them, but most of the time I find what I'm looking for, but it's so far away that I just can't justify most of the time driving that far to get it. But for this, I might have to pull the trigger. If I see one that's an hour and a half away, I might just drive there and get the damn thing. So, but we'll see how that goes. I don't. It's like, again, it's not like something I need or anything, but yeah, I'm starting to compile a list. I know that sounds scary. Definitely sounds scary to me, but starting to compile a list and checking them off. Don't mean to sound like Santa Claus or anything, but I'm not looking who's naughty and nice or anything like that. But but what's that? AK-4K. It's all any of them, Chris. That anything really, as long as it's at least 720p, which I think any flat screen's gonna be. It'd be fine. It doesn't have to be. Matter of fact, I'll probably go with a 720p monitor or something, or like I said, I probably won't go monitor because they're actually more expensive than TVs, which is weird. But yeah, and a TV has more than one input, so I'm probably gonna go small TV, like 20-inch or 25-inch TV or something, and it can be 720p. It doesn't matter. To the mall for some. You are. What did he say? I would drive you. Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, I have to find. Cut the Sunday up here. Hell yeah, nothing wrong with that. Tomorrow will be Sunday. But, not spelled like that, but, Sunday of the day, But, yeah. I'll find some. Like I said, I don't need it, but, it's a want, not a need. It's sort of a need because I felt bad that I couldn't help you out, Aaron, but yeah, but it is what it is. It's all good. There'll be other opportunities, that's for sure. Remember friendlies at the mall. If anyone is old enough to remember. I definitely remember it, but yeah. But yeah, I still might hit up my buddy Brett to see if he has that curved monitor. I don't have enough money to offer him right now though, so it's kind of like I don't want to say hey, will you take $50 for it and then not have the $50? You know what I mean? So like, hey, will you take $50 for it? Yeah, okay. So now I got to save up to get it. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't want to say to throw him an offer and then turn around and say, okay, well, I'll try to save up for it. You know what I mean? So it's and I don't want to make him feel like he's obligated to save it for me. If he can sell it, sell it. make your money. Hey, Steve M, what's up, brother? Appreciate you stopping in. I hope all is going well with you. Good evening to you as well. Appreciate you taking your time, taking time out of your schedule to checking me out and watch me listen to me ramble about stuff I want and can't buy. I think that's all of us to a point, or to but Daddy and I sat and played Chinese checkers. Oh, that's awesome, Steph. Hell yeah. I remember also TGI Fridays with the baked potato skins. Hell yeah, I think Fridays is still around, aren't they? I think. I'm not. I could be wrong. But yeah. Probably go to at least 2 hours here. Might go a little bit longer. We'll see. I'm not too bad trying to fall asleep right now. So far so good. Finally got a job again. Part-time. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Steve. I'm glad you got some for sure. Glad you did. It's definitely I don't know. It's definitely nobody necessarily likes to work, but it's just what you got to do. And yeah, unfortunately, sometimes it's harder depending on the area, it's harder to find jobs than other than sometimes other people. But if you're determined enough, you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm glad you found something. And I also feel sorry for you that you got to work now. But I work 410s right now. There's always talk of them going back to 5/8, but I don't know if it's going to happen or not. If it does, it does. There's not much I can do about it. But I like the 410s because a lot of people are like, I don't like doing 10-hour days, but I want to go back to the 5/8. But the way I look at it, it's like doing 410s. I got a 3-day weekend. Doesn't always work that way, but right now we're not going really fast. We're kind of not that busy. So if we were working 5/8s, then we work Monday through Friday, and then if we had any overtime, it would be Saturday, and then we'd only have one day as opposed to almost a guaranteed 2 days every week. If we have to work overtime, it'd be a Friday. We get our time and a half on Friday, an actual weekday, and then still get 2 days off. So it works better for me that way, but you can't please everybody with anything, so it's just the way it works. Yeah, definitely. Congratulations, Steve, for sure. Always liked Applebee. I can't remember if I ever went to an Applebee. I know I went to a TGI Fridays, but I don't think I've ever went to an Applebee. I've heard good things about them though, and I've seen commercials and that stuff looks good. So I mean, yeah, it's tough sometimes, Chris. Especially it's I mean, it's you don't have a car. I mean, you probably. If I lived, in New York City, I probably wouldn't have a car either, to be honest. I mean, because everything's right there. I mean, not necessarily jobs, but I mean, there are probably jobs, but are they jobs you want to take? That's another. But French onion soup. Oh yeah. I'm not a big onion person. Like, well, I'll eat. I mean, I don't dislike onions, but I'm a pretty picky eater. Like, for instance, like if I were to get like a like a quarter pounder or something that has onions on it. I can't eat those onions because they're like sliver onions. But if I got like a double cheeseburger and they put onions on it, I could eat that. The diced onions. It's like a texture thing. It's not necessarily a taste thing. It's a texture thing because they're like really similar. I'm not gonna say they're the same because they're not, but they're really similar to garlic, and I love garlic. Obviously, garlic tastes different, but it's the same texture basically. Yeah, exactly. And not to try to stereotype people, but he's in New York, so I don't think I would want to have a vehicle unless I had like a garage that I could lock it in, and be driving around New York City and parking along the streets, and it's just I don't know. People like to vandalize shit. People like to steal shit, even if it's a Honda Civic and not worth a lot of money. People tend to like to steal shit they don't need just to see if they can do it without getting caught. It's pathetic and ridiculous, but it's reality. It's they don't have to necessarily want the item they're stealing. Just get a thrill out of stealing it and not getting caught. Or they'll be like, okay, well we're gonna steal this Honda Civic. Not picking on Honda Civics. I'm not saying they're crap ass cars or anything, but we'll steal this Honda Civic, and then we'll go steal, this Volkswagen, and then we'll start getting up into, expensive cars, Cadillacs, Porsches, you know what I mean? That steal the cheap car. Not that stealing a cheap car is any less of a crime than stealing an expensive car, but just to see if they can get away with it, you know what I mean? I guess they think that, okay, it's a Honda Civic and not a Porsche, so they're going to keep a better eye on a more expensive vehicle. That's not the case. If you got a vehicle, most people don't give a crap about how much you spend on their vehicle. They want to spend as less as possible, as long as it gets them from point A to point B. There you go. But like I said, people tend to like stealing shit or committing crimes just to see if they can get caught, or just to see if they can do it without getting caught. I mean, does anybody need to steal a pack of gum? And you hear of it all the time. People stealing like an insignificant item like a pack of gum. Do they really need to steal a pack of gum? Do they really need gum? Because why would they buy food, or why would they steal food? Something you need to survive, They're just doing it just for a thrill, or to see if they can do it without getting caught. Next item will be more expensive. You know what I mean? Just to get in the strategy of it. Sounds like I knew a lot, way too much about stealing, but trust me, I don't steal. But, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like New York City, you don't really need a car. And another thing, do you really want to drive in New York traffic every single day, bumper to bumper? People trying to run you off the road, people trying to hit into you. No, you don't. Much safer on the sidewalk, maybe. But I mean, depending on the day, I guess. But yeah, I would definitely not buy a car, if I lived in New York City. Just walk, does walking suck? Yeah. But if you take like the metro, you can get around, and you take it enough times, I don't know if you can get a normal pass, like if you live there. I don't know how that works. I'm assuming you can get some sort of discount if you use it every day, but I don't know. And using the subway every day would probably still be cheaper than maintaining a car, buying gas for it, repairing it if it gets damaged, or stolen off of it, or, destroyed, whatever. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. DC, Washington D.C. isn't any better, probably, or pretty close. Oh no, you're good. You're good, Steve. We can take this stream and this discussion in the stream any direction you want, brother. We can always come back if we need to. That's what I like. Just the most topics, the better for me. But anyway, I'll read your message now. Have you seen the new wave? One mask vehicles. Yes, I have. Well, I mean, I don't know if I've seen the entire wave. How many's coming out in the first wave? Do you know? I mean, I'm assuming you do, but and I'm assuming you see the Boulder Hill back here, and I appreciate the information. But you probably know some information I don't know, so I appreciate it. God, yeah, oh yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, yeah, I'd have 4 vehicles. Okay, so I'm assuming. Shucks, I can't remember the damn car. The Camaro. I'm an idiot. I'm assuming the red car, Matt Tracker's vehicle, Hawk something Hawk or something. I don't know. My brain's not working. The top of Boulder Hill reminds me of Bread Bowl. They showed the motorcycle. Okay, so the yellow motorcycle, chopper. Matt Tracker. Yeah, I can't remember what the hell that vehicle's called though. I don't know. I know it's got Hawk in the name. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, I actually have a poster. You want me to show you that? Venom and Jetcopter. So there's Venom. Is there a couple Venom ones as well? But yeah, I mean, I would love to buy some of those, but the problem is though, is buying the new ones. The only problem I have with that is, and Rhino with three figures. Okay, so the Matt Tracker, I can't remember the other guy's name, and probably the engineer guy. Only the one. What, Venom just has one, or? Because the yellow car is a good guy too. I mean, the yellow motorcycle is a good guy too, right? I believe. Maybe, I can't remember. It's been so long. I need to watch those. Need to watch those again. I'm going to step outside for a pee real quick. You can talk amongst yourselves. I won't be going long. Unless I get lost, but I doubt it. Yeah, Venom has one. Okay, cool. What I'd really love to do, well, get this, well, I'll show you real quick before I go piss, but I have, I kind of have this hogged up a little bit. I'm going to get rid of this stuff. I'd like to make this my mask table, and I'd love to get Outlaw, which is the only kind of base you can get for Venom. It's like the mobile base. I used to have it, but we all know where that went. And set it up on this side. Set it all up. So then you got Boulder Hill, you got the mask base, and then you got the Venom base on this end. And then put any Venom vehicles on this side, any mask vehicles on the other side. You know what I mean? I think that'd be awesome. But anyway, I'll be right back. But I'll finish the story. Remind me if I don't tell you about why the only problem I have with buying the new ones. If you can remind me of that, because I'm getting old. I'll be right back. Okay, so is the rig car called Thunderhawk? I think it's called Thunderhawk. I don't know. I'm thinking that's what it's called. Anyway, let's see. That's how I used to set up my G.I. Joes and Cobras. That's how that's a cool way to doing it. But anyway, what I was getting back to what I was saying. The only problem I have with buying the new ones is the fact that they're going to come with boxes, and then I'm going to feel obligated to not throw the boxes away because I won't, and then I got to find a place to put the boxes too. You know what I mean? That's the only kind of downside for me, because I'm not worried about them not being the old ones and being worth money, because I don't intend on selling them unless I need to. But that's kind of the only downside to me for that, is if I buy new ones, because right now I can buy old ones and they're more expensive probably, but I can buy one, specifically purposely buy them without a box. That way I can display them. Don't have to worry about keeping a box. I don't have to feel obligated to keep the boxes. And yeah, so that's the only downside for me. But I did see, Steve, correct me if I'm wrong here, but the figures, well, let me get the one figure here that I do have. This set should have two figures, but I don't have the other guy, and I don't have this guy's helmet clutch. But the arms are more articulated on the new ones, correct? They're going to be more articulated than... It's not wanting to focus on the guy, but... Hope you flushed. Nope, it was the side of the shed in the dark. That's another thing I want to do, is I want to get like a porta potty sort of deal. Probably build something. Might even be cheaper. I don't know. Or unless I could find like a retired porta potty, and just for pissing, of course. For daytime, because I can't just go out there in the broad daylight and piss. I mean, I can, but I wouldn't recommend it. At least at night you're undercover, Yes, they are more detailed in the face, and they're more articulated, right? They're like the arms. I don't think they bend at the elbow still, but the shoulders do this, I think. See, yeah, she might be, yeah. Well, I stand away from the camera. Usually I stand on the other side where the camera can't hit me, but yeah. But yeah, it's... those. I'm definitely excited for those, although I don't know why I'm too excited, because I won't have no money to buy them anyway. But, Still awesome that they're coming out, and excited to see them. Yeah, I was looking at the figures, and it looked like they're slightly more articulating than these old ones. But I'm sure something's going to be different with the vehicle too. Just because, why would you make? They're not going to make them. Typically, when they make stuff, like reproductions, they tend to change something, that way you can, like collectors can tell that it's a newer model, a newer version of it. Aside from just the date on their feet or whatever, wherever they put the date on the vehicle or something. Typically they make something different, or a little bit different, just so even at a somewhat far distance, you could tell the difference and not get scammed, into buying something that someone says is a genuine, you know what I mean, one, as opposed to a reproduction. So, build an outhouse. Yeah, that's what I want to do, but I think it's illegal to build outhouses, isn't it? I don't know. I've been told that. It's not against the law to like fix your old one, but you can't put any new ones up. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not, but you can't believe everything you hear. But well, they are Walmart exclusives. So good chance to catch Yeah, you're right. Walmart is. If they're going to be Walmart exclusive, that's pretty awesome because that will give me a chance. I could even maybe order them online if I get the money to buy them. And unfortunately, that's. But yeah, that's what I was talking about, Steph. It's illegal to. Wonder if it's illegal to build like a small structure, which I'm not going to be able to do because I don't have the money, but build a small structure and actually have plumbing in it. Then it's just like, you know what I mean? I'm assuming it's illegal to do an outhouse because you're literally just digging a hole in the ground and shitting in it, and they don't want that maybe. But what if you had an actual, you know what I'm saying? So basically what I would do is I would just have some sort of structure to, you can actually buy like, they look like funnels with a piece of hose coming off of them, basically is what they look like. And it's a pisser basically. You just put it on the inside of the wall and run the hose through the floor and there you go, you know. But just something to kind of block, you know. But I don't know. Because before, in my old game room, I didn't have too much to worry about because there was two garages. You could just go between the garages and no one would see you, you know, unless they went back there. And then they, you know, then they're getting a peep show. But anyway, I can't really do that anymore because there's no building close, you know. It's just one building now. But I don't know. I definitely want to try something to do something, but an outdoor wash house. There you go. Yeah, see, you might not be able to do that legally, but who's going to see it? Like, I mean, you're actually more off the beaten path than I am, so I mean, the deer might see it, but I don't think they're going to be able to, you know, call the cops on you or anything. But and you know, if I look in your backyard and I see something I didn't see it, you know, I certainly didn't. I'm certainly not going to turn you in. So who's going to see it? You know what I mean? Like, but yeah. Oh, yeah. I think the 2 hour mark is gonna be good because I'm about ready to go to bed right now. So I've already took my meds. So if I fall asleep, I fall asleep. That's fine. But make sure that I'm definitely gonna go 2 hours though. But oh. And that wouldn't be as difficult as you think either, Steph, to do. I mean, you could do it without any plumbing at all. I mean, not, you know, without any water source to it. I mean, technically it'd still be plumbing, but gravity-fed plumbing. Yeah, it would only be a problem if you could just have to take it down. Oh, I see what you're saying. Or take it with you. I mean, if you was able to do that. But outdoor showers are neat. Had to use one at the beach house. In all places, huh? Did you wear your watermelon bikini when you went to the beach? And again, I don't want to see pictures. I'll just take your word for it, okay? But yeah. I know you're good for your word, Chris. So, oh, I got those. I think I did show you those pictures, Chris. I sent them to you too. Definitely want to get them primed. Probably, I'm gonna ask my wife to print those off tomorrow. I want to get those posted up here. I'm gonna get a picture frame just for those. I might just put them in that picture frame with the other stuff there for now. But I like to get one of them picture frames. Not real huge or anything, but I don't see them in stores anymore. Like, I'm gonna have to look online. Like the picture frames that have like several different places to put pictures. I'd like to get one of those just to put pictures like that in here. But I don't see them anywhere. Like, whoa, for the outdoor shower. Yeah, but see, Steph, what you could do is you could hook that cold line up, and hook it up to a tank on the top of your, like, something on top of your shower. Take it up there, and then you can get these things that like a coil that the water goes through, and the sun itself beats down on it and heats that up. And then you'll have hot water. You don't have to have it hooked to a hot water heater or nothing. It's pretty neat. You can do that with swimming pools. It's basically like a swimming pool heater, but it's like works off the sun. You don't have to. It doesn't plug in or nothing. It doesn't take any electric. It just the sun hits it, and because it's a black coils, it heats up. Because we all know black's like that it absorbs heat a lot more. That's all you'd have to do. This was a long time ago when I wore a bear. Banana trunks. Banana trunks, hell yeah. Just look up portable outdoor outhouse. I remember them when portable outhouse. Would that be structurally good enough though, Steve? Like if there's a high winds, would it hold up, or would it be something that I would have to build something around or anchor? I'd probably anchor it down either way, but would that survive like say 50-mile-an-hour winds if they got 50-mile-an-hour gusts? We don't get that a lot around here, but there recently we got one, and every once in a while we get like a pretty windy gust. So Chris is going to make me a pearl with a sand and oh yes, good. Oh yeah, good. Looks like tent basically. Looks like a tent basically. Okay. I mean something like that would probably work. I mean that wouldn't be a bad thing. I could probably anchor it down. It would probably last for a little while. I could do something. I could probably make something like that work. Probably not, but should be easy enough to take down. But what I could do is I could get something like that, and then I could what's the word for it? I could modify it. Maybe not modify, but like cover it with stuff. Maybe that would be more durable material, or more durable. You know what I mean? Use that as kind of like a starting thing, and then put something, somehow beef it up. Maybe, I don't know. I'd definitely have to look into that. But I appreciate the heads up. I didn't really know that. I mean, I was thinking of porta potties, but obviously you can buy porta potties online, but those things are expensive as hell. So, expensive as shit. There we go. How's that? Some flex. Yeah, that's basically what it is. I mean, you can buy like the plastic urinals though. They just put a screw in, and they're pretty inexpensive. I think $8 or something. And it just has a freaking hose that comes out of it, basically like a transmission funnel or something. And just have it just drill a hole in the bottom of it, or if it's canvas, you just put it. You can find a crack to go out of or whatever. But well, I'm assuming that you know there's no floor in them, but yeah, this one is $50. That's not bad. I mean, that's about what I'd expect to pay for something like that. It's not bad at all. Yeah, I'll definitely have to look into something like maybe I can even find something used online or something. I mean, it's not like it's gonna be a toilet or something you're sitting on. It's just something you're standing in to piss, so no one sees you. I mean, it's not that And if it's like calling for something, some storm or something, I could always go out and they're probably not that difficult to fold up or whatever. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely fading quick, so I'll go to the 2 hours here and jump off. But appreciate everybody stopping in. Like I've said plenty of times before, I don't worry, but I always get a little nervous that no one might show up or whatever. But you guys don't disappoint, that's for sure. Once in a while, I do a weird time, and I don't expect anybody to stop in. But when I do those, I have some material to cover, so it's just easier to do a live stream than it is to record something and upload it, because it uploads itself. It actually comes with a camp toilet, just in case. Okay. You could always go Paps route. Good old 5-gallon bucket. Good old 5-gallon bucket. But I'm not looking for something to piss in. I'm not looking for, something to crap in. I'm just looking for something to block, people's view from seeing someone standing out beside the shed pissing. Because you know how people are nowadays. They're just looking for an excuse to bitch. I mean, it's just the way not people in general, but just, some people, you know what I'm saying? They're just looking for a reason to bitch. It's plain and simple. It's not made to be offensive to anybody unless you find it offensive, and then therefore I find it funny. But it's just, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how we got here either, but that's just the great thing about the streams. They can just go in any direction. You just never know, Go as south as the shit does when it comes out of your ass. I'm just saying. But yeah, I thought about stuff like that. Ways that I can improve stuff. I don't want to do anything in here. Number one, the smell. Number two, the room. I want to have as much room in here as I possibly can. As much wall space, as much floor space as I possibly can. So, but yeah, going to be wrapping this up in about 10 minutes. So, like I said, I appreciate everybody again for stopping in. I appreciate anybody that watches the stream later on, and if you know who you are, if you come in later and you didn't come in the live stream, don't fret it. Don't think that I'm gonna be pissed at you. If you've known me any length of time, you know that you can't offend me too easily. It just doesn't happen. I'm not one of the people that are just looking for a mouth battle or just looking for a way to bitch about something. I'm not saying I'm perfect by any means, but if I start bitching about something, it's probably for a good reason. 99% of the time, it's for a good reason. And should I bitch about it anyway? Probably not, because a lot of things, nothing can be solved about bitching about it usually. Just makes people more bitter. But it's just, I don't know, just out of instinct, it happens for all of us, obviously. But I'm just glad that, everybody showed up. Mostly everybody showed up. And again, if you didn't show up, if you're watching this stream later, I appreciate you watching it later. Hey, a view is a view. Would I like to have you in here live talking to me? For sure. But like I said, a lot of things get in the way of this. And most of them are more important, if not all of them. If you're in the hospital, obviously. If you're spending time with family, obviously. I mean, it's definitely spending time with family when she's in here. But you know what I mean. There are so many things. Chris Tuff, he takes care of his parents. It's very commendable. And it's more important than jumping in my stream, by far. But I still appreciate when he can do it. And I still appreciate when he, when he jumps in later, does a comment, or just sends me a personal message saying, I like to stream. It works all ways. I mean, it's never a bad thing to. Never happens in a way that we don't like. Maybe for the person not watching, like Chris, I know he gets a little upset when he can't come in a live stream sometimes. But I'm like, just, don't worry about it, brother. Would I like to have you in there talking to you? Obviously, but I talk to you. I still talk to you. We might play phone tag once in a while, but I think everybody does that. So, but it's like, it is what it is. There's a lot of things, like I said, that are more important in this play than than the stream. Like I tell people at work, do I like working? Nobody likes working. But you got to do it to survive. If you can, find a job, you got to do it to survive. It's just the way it works. I mean, unless you're rich, but you might not like it too much. But I try to make the best of it. But yeah, it's just the way it is. Just the way it is. Maybe one day I'll strike it rich and won't have to go back. Probably not, but it's good to think about. If I'm going to dream, I may as well dream big, right? I mean, it's all you can do at the end of the day. But like I said, I know how important things are, and I don't hold offense to anybody that doesn't drop on my live stream at all. So, but do me a favor, leave a comment in the comment section below. Leave a thumbs up, whichever one you like to do better. A lot of people just hit thumbs up on it. That's fine. Don't need to comment. But I appreciate them all. I do. Have a good night, brother. Yep, I love you too. Have a good night. And but yeah, wrap this up. But like I said, I may be doing an Elden Ring stream tomorrow around maybe noon, maybe a little before noon, maybe a little afternoon, a little after 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Keep that in mind. Oh, you're hopping on with Kevin? Cool. But yeah, so but anyway, be watching out for possible live stream tomorrow. hopefully. See how that goes. Again, can't jump in live, that's fine. If you can jump in live, it's great. Either way works. Yeah, I want to move again more toward now, especially now that I got a mic, doing some retro stuff. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I appreciate everyone. And you got. I don't think Christoph has Elden Ring, and I don't think he does. I could be wrong, but I don't think he has PlayStation Plus. Yeah, I think he needs to get PlayStation Plus. But yeah, I'll be trying to stream it tomorrow around noon, around 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Somewhere around that time. Like I said, maybe it might end up being a little bit before or a little bit after. You never quite know how things go, but oh shit, you do, brother. Oh yeah, that's awesome. That is badass, brother. I didn't know that. That's awesome. Maybe you told me that and I just forgot. I don't know. Like I said, I'm getting old, so. But that's awesome, brother. Yeah. Definitely keep that in mind. Oh, you don't have Elden Ring. Sorry. So, see, falling asleep. I'm not reading it right. Yep, I don't have Elden Ring. Okay. I've never played Elden Ring. It's pretty good. It's pretty fun. It's pretty difficult sometimes, but once you get in the hang of it and you level up, it doesn't get too bad, you know. You still have, pretty painful boss fights sometimes, but that's what, summoning other people in is, so it's alright. It's pretty cool. But yeah, you should try to watch the live. If you can't watch the live stream, Chris, then once it's uploaded, whenever I do actually do a stream of it, whether it be tomorrow or whether it be another time, you should definitely check it out. But yeah, gonna wrap this up, and keep in mind again, 800 subscribers. Like I said, it's gonna take a while for that, but keep in mind at 800 subscribers, another giveaway. You know to be honest, never got it. Yeah, see, if you like Bloodborne, you will absolutely love Elden Ring. No joke, because it's so much better. I never played Bloodborne, but a buddy of mine, Kevin, who transaaron 38 was speaking of, he's actually played all of those games, and he said that Elden Ring is the best by far, in his opinion, of course. So it's an open world. You can go do pretty much in any order you want. Not necessarily any order, but yeah. But anyway, I'm going to sign off here. Glad everybody could stop in once again, and hope to see you next time in the Oasis. Like I said, I'm going to try to do a live stream tomorrow around noon or something, Eastern Standard Time. But I'm going to try. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Yeah, they're all Elden Ring. I mean, they're not Elden Ring, but it's the same basic concept, and it's the same makers and everything. So, but yeah. So, thanks again, And if you haven't watched this live and you watched it later on, still thanks. Leave a comment in the comment section below. If you have Elden Ring for PlayStation, and somehow maybe if you have a Facebook account or any kind of account, or a PlayStation account, if you feel what's the word? I'm getting tired. Sorry. If you feel comfortable enough to give your PSN a name, on the comments, and yeah, I'd love to play Elden Ring get as many people as I can, just so you have the best chance of having somebody on, Yep, good night, everybody. And thanks for watching. And until next time, I'll meet you right back here in the Oasis.